What is happening, guys? Jake Wasey here, and I am bringing you today my Dinomist Dracoslayer Infinity Turbo Cyber Dragon Zarc. I know it's kind of a mouthful for a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. You're probably thinking, how the hell does this even work? And I'm going to show you exactly how it works today. So we're going to go through the profile. Let's get right into it. So first, for the main deck, we are going to have 3 Luster Pendulums, the Dracoslayer. Pretty much an essential to the deck. It's your level 4 Dragon Pendulum Tuner of scale 5. And it's pretty easy to go into, stuff like Ignister Prominence and your Dinomist powers and stuff like that. So, and also you can pop off with it if you get that Zarc play. And we'll show you how to get to that. Next, we have the 3 Vector Pendulums, the Drake Overlords. Same thing as the Luster Pendulums. Basically, you're able to get off your rank 4 plays and your fusion plays, as well as if you're able to get that that 1-turn Zarc. Yeah, it's basically just as important as the Luster Pendulum. Double Master Pendulum. I thought I had a third in here, but apparently not. But I actually kind of like the ratio so that it doesn't clog up your field as much. It's your scale 3, 1950, and you're able to summon it off of Ignister Prominence, Ignister Prominence, as well as your Luster Pendulum. So, but we'll get into that. 1 Lector Pendulum, the Drake Overlord. This is kind of like a, if you want to run into a special summon monster that you just want to immediately destroy, this is your guy to do it with because of his effect. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a Pendulum monster, I can destroy both that monster and this card. So if your opponent has Pendulum monsters or whatever and you were swinging into it, he can just immediately destroy them along with himself, and he can be Pendulum summoned. This deck mainly runs Pendulum scale 3 through 5, so pretty awesome. That's it for the Drake Overlord and Dracoslayer stuff. Next we have the 3 Dinomist Terrans. It's to basically set up your scales and stuff like that in your immediate rank 4 XE plays, along with Magister Paladin and Dinomist power. So that's your mainly your scales. 3 Spinos. This is your big beefy boy when it comes to Dinomists. So basically what he does is you're able to either go into Dinomist power, or you can immediately go into Cyber Dragon Infinity, and you're gonna be able to go into Infinity almost immediately when he hits the field, because you're pretty much gonna have level 5s in your hand pretty much at all times, especially with Magister Paladin being able to search it. Next we have 3 Dinomist Rex, same thing with Spinos, and also if you really want to use his abilities, you can, but it's not essential. But yeah, you're able to do your Infinity plays much easier. You're able to get to your Dinomist powers and stuff like that. 2 Brachion and 2 Plesios. Same things, immediate XE plays, immediate Infinity plays, stuff like that. You're able to use their effects pretty well, especially with Plesios lowering the attack and stuff like that. You're able to also play 2 Dinomist Ceratops. Don't want to run too much of a ratio of level 5s in play, and you just want to be able to get into your main your extra deck almost immediately. So 2 level 5s, 2 Ceratops, 2 Ankylos right there. Pretty much immediate XE plays, banish any monsters from a battle with a Dinomist monster you control. So he's also blocking your destruction of any Dinomist monster. And 1 Stegosaur, he's pretty much the worst of the Dinomists in my opinion. You can destroy those monsters. If another Pendulum monster you control battles the monster and stuff like that. He's kind of if you have him in your hand, you might as well summon him and get rid of him, stuff like that. And last but not least, out of the monsters, we have the 3 Cyber Dragons. Pretty self-explanatory. If your opponent controls a monster and you don't, you can supposed to summon him, and you can go into your Infinity plays. Next is spells. We have 3 Potted Desires. I know it's kind of banishing, the 1 card that you need for Zarc, but I mean, this deck has so much that you can wrap around, including the Infinity plays, and your main, your extra deck and a nicer promise and stuff like that. Even if you banish the polymerization that you need for the Zarc, you're still going to have those plays that you can pop off with. So I think Potted Desires would not be that bad to go off. Dinomist Charge, searching out your Dinomists and putting them back into the extra deck, being able to recycle them out. 1 Draco Face Off, really good card. You can pretty much get your Drake Overlord and Dracoslayer monster from your deck almost immediately. And then you choose one to special summon your opponent chooses one to spell summon and one put in the extra deck. And then last but not least is your Monster Reborn and Polymerization. This is to get Zarc. Getting your Monster Reborn is pretty self-explanatory, getting monsters either from your graveyard or your opponent's. And last is for the traps. We have Mirror Force, Fiendish Chain, and I just actually added this Crackdown. I've been thinking about adding a new tech to it too. So I mean, if you guys want to try to like fiddle with it, you can if you don't like the cards that are in this deck. I'm thinking about running in a Morpheus Persona and Armor Factor Pain, the Imagination Drake Overlord. And then I also ran this at one point, the Masterpiece, the True Dracoslayer. I know the other Masterpiece got banned in another ban list early 2020. But I know that this guy has really helped me out. He's basically a monster form, like a effect monster form Quasar, shooting Quasar Dragon. He was able to negate any card or effect once per turn, and then you can supposed to summon a Dracoslayer or Drake Overlord monster when he's destroyed. So I think he's really good. And then he basically blocks your opponent's extra deck supposed to summon. So I think he's really good. I'm going to kind of futz with it a little bit just to see what I can get off with it. Moving on to the extra deck, we have 2 Cyber Dragon Affinities and 2 Cyber Dragon Novas. Pretty self-explanatory, even though, you know, I should be running a 3rd Cyber Dragon Affinity and Cyber Dragon Nova. I think that the 2 that we have in here are pretty good as it is with everything that we have going on, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. 2 Dynasty Power, you're able to supposed to summon from your Pendulum monsters from your extra deck due to him and your graveyard, and he's also the Dragon Fusion monster that you can use for Zarc. 2 Magister Paladins. You're basically able to search out an XYZ monster at the end phase when he's summoned, and then you're able to supposed to summon Pendulum monsters from your extra deck that are already face up. So I think he's really good by detaching materials. Igniter Prominence. He just came off the ban list at 2. He came back to from the ban list to 3. I am still waiting on my 3rd copy, but yeah, he's really good. Even though he has 0 defense, his effect is really good, that you can destroy a Pendulum monster on your side of the field and the targeted card on your opponent's field and shuffle it back in the deck. He's also a 2850 beater, so he's really good. We also run the one-ofs, Yugioh Skulldread, just for the extra drop power for Link monsters, because you're going to be summoning a lot in this deck. Supreme King Zarc, basically name the game. This is this is like one of your top goal, but I mean, if you don't get them, you always have a backup plan. Cleave for Genius, just for the extra Link play. Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon for the Cyber Dragon plays. And then last but not least, for the Cyber Dragon side of it, we have the Cyber End Dragon, just in case if you don't want to go into the Zarc play and you want to try to, you know, go for the tech type of side, or like the spicy side, as people might want to say, you can do the Cyber Dragon side. So, yeah. All right, that is it for the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed, and there's going to be more deck profiles coming your way here within the next couple of weeks. I haven't been able to get on them because I haven't been, you know, down in the weather and stuff like that. I have a cold, unfortunately, so yeah, so I'll be doing some more deck profiles for you guys, so keep in touch, and Jake Wasey is out.